Esther Bower, a reporter, is now on the scene. Let's go ahead and listen in.
Of everybody involved. We want to make sure our officers are safe.
Sir, have you been able to survey any victims inside? If he's still holed up in there, have you been able to go in and see kind of what that situation is?
No, we have not been inside the residence. So, no, at this time we know that he's in there, we know he's armed, and that he's fired numerous rounds outside.
What brought you guys out here? What was the first call?
So we received a call. We responded out here for what we would describe at this point as a suspicious situation. And when officers arrived, they were immediately met with gunfire.
How many officers tried to was it knocking on the door saying someone come out? Kind of how did that initial approach start?
They didn't have the opportunity to knock on the door. So again, we're very fortunate. Our officers did a fantastic job. They continue to work. It's pretty hot out right now, but we continue to be out there, and until we get this situation resolved, probably reserve some of the other additional details until later.
Sir, were they met with gunfire from the window, the door? Where was he firing from at them?
So that information I can't release at this time. So I think we'll just leave it at that. Again, I don't want to speak too much about some of the specifics. We still have a guy in there. We still have officers out there in harm's way, and I want to make sure that they get out of there safely and get this subject into custody.
Sir, if there's anyone who's living at that apartment complex, what should they do right now seeing this to stay safe?
They need to shelter in place. So we highly recommend that everybody stay there. That way everything is contained, and we'll get them out as soon as we can.
Sir, just for me navigating here, a lot of roadblocks in place. Obviously, we want drivers to stay out of this area. Just speak with us, not to be getting too close to this scene, and if you can avoid this space, that will help.
Absolutely. Anybody in the near vicinity should find alternate routes. We do have traffic that is flowing along 192 and some of the major thoroughfares. We feel they're safe in that regard, but anybody in a closer contained area, we do have those areas blocked off.
And then, Chief, I mean, to get the call, knowing that there's an active shooter and you have officers that were shot at, just talk with me what goes through your head.
The first thing that goes through your heads is making sure that your officers are safe. You want to make sure they're in a good position. You want to make sure they have cover. You want to make sure that everybody's accounted for. So those are the things that immediately go through your head. And as this situation continues, it's still, once you want to make sure that officers are in good position. We want every one of our officers who are out there dedicated, risking their lives to get home safe. And so that is a priority of ours, and obviously we want to maintain that nobody else is injured in this situation. We just hope for and we'll work towards a safe resolution.
Sir, Chief, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate the time.
Sure.
Thank you. All right, that was Fox 35's Esther Bower conducting the interview there with the Melbourne police chief, and again, bringing us up to date on what's happening there. Again, this is happening at the corner of Strawbridge and Babcock, an active shooter situation.
Absolutely. It's a story we'll stay on top of and bring you the very latest. As you can see, as you said, it is still very much an active situation. They have not made contact with the suspected shooter yet, so we don't know how long this is going to last, but we can only imagine it is going to be a while.
Yeah, it looks like most of the major roadways are open, but if you can try to avoid the area, please do so while they investigate. And don't go anywhere, because we will be right back.